Hello YouTube, welcome to my channel. I'm Relatable, and today we're counting down the top 5 best Gravity Falls episodes from the very first season of Gravity Falls, as well as the second season. Also, there will be a hidden message / cipher in the description of this video, and if you can decipher and decode the secret message, I will give a shout out to your channel as well as subscribe. Also, to anyone who hasn't seen every single episode of Gravity Falls, spoiler alert. Now, moving on to number 5. Alright, in this episode, Dipper, Mabel, Wendy, and Soos go and search for the author of the journal's secret hidden bunker. They soon find it, but then soon after find to realize that it has been inhabited by a shapeshifter. And this episode is really cool because it confronts the Dipper and Wendy thing, and it also gets us one step closer to finding the true author. Now onto the 4th episode on our list. In this episode, Dipper is hired by Pacifica Northwest to hunt down a ghost in their mansion before the party is ruined. Now, this ghost they find, however, finds that it is a ghost seeking revenge on the Northwest's own fault by not keeping their promise long ago. This episode is one of the fans' favorites, and also in some way connected to the shapeshifter due to the stance that Dipper is in and is now in the clip getting out of. And it's just one of my favorite episodes, and it's gotta be a classic. Now, moving on to number 3. In this episode, strange things are happening around Gravity Falls, and people's memories are being erased. Dipper and the others search to find out who it is. But it turns out that the leader of the Society of the Blind Eye, the people who are doing this, their leader was Old Man McGucket. It really gives him a lot of backstory and is also one of the fans' favorites. Get ready, because we're getting close. Number 2. In this episode, Gideon has the deed to the Mystery Shack, Dipper's journal, and after finding out that there were 3 journals instead of just 2, he built a giant robot to take it from Dipper, who he thought had it, but had not. This episode is really amazing. It seems that the Mystery Twins had no chance of staying in Gravity Falls before their summer had ended. And one of my best parts of this episode, this clip, where Dipper actually has the courage, against pretty much an all odds out of scenario, to not only just jump off of a cliff, but also land it in a freaking robot for what he thought was good. And now, the number 1 best episode of Gravity Falls. Stan is not what he seems. This episode has got to be the most intense episode of the entire show. In this episode, Stanley is so close to opening the portal to try and find his brother, who had been lost and stuck in the portal for 30 years. This has got to be the most intense and most sad episode of the entire show. Everyone from Dipper, Mabel, and Soos and the entire US government is trying to stop Stanley from opening the portal to try and save his brother. There's a countdown, and there's gravity anomalies, and I'm pretty sure every single true fan of Gravity Falls would say this was one of the greatest episodes for actually finding out who the author of the journal was. It's such a big mystery in the show, and we finally, out of this episode, got to find out the mystery. Now, it's just my favorite part about this moment is just how intense it is, and just the not knowing who to trust, and it pretty much forced characters that we knew to the very limit. And also, since this top 5 is my opinion, I could literally watch this episode over and over again. I actually do go back and watch the series over and over again whenever I have the chance, because it never gets old. This show just has pretty much everything in it, and I say it's perfect for anyone, really. And yeah, that's my opinion for the number 1 list. Alright, and those are the top 5 best Gravity Falls episodes, in my opinion. If you liked the video, leave a like, share, subscribe, comment, and as always, thank you guys all for watching.
Remember, reality is an illusion, the universe is a hologram. Bye, Colt. Bye!